Hi, I'm Noah Horstman, owner and founder of West Coast Golf Academy. Today we're in the golf garage and I want to talk about separation. So if you come to one of our sessions, the first thing we typically do is go through a new student assessment. So the assessment consists of a body screening, and one of the elements of that is a separation drill. So separation is pretty simple. We have separation of lower body and upper body. We're looking at if one can separate from the other segment. That's a lot of times how we create power in the golf swing. And most people have a hard time separating one or the other. So what we're looking at is getting into good golf posture, crossing your arms, and we're looking at separating lower body. And if you notice my upper body is not moving, well, my lower body separates. Secondly, we're looking at upper body separation. And again, we're looking at the upper body's moving, lower body isn't moving at all. Many times what we see when people are doing particularly the lower body is we're seeing a lot of this action. They start going back okay, and then they start working through, and the upper body works with it. So again, limited separation potential. So there's a lot of things that can contribute to that. One of the biggest swing flaws we notice when someone's limited in separation, so as you start working back, maybe the club's in a decent position, but then all of a sudden they start maybe with their hips, but then all of a sudden everything stops, upper body comes, and you'll see that club work over the top. The other thing we're going to see happen is the club could potentially work from the inside, and as it works from the inside, the club starts pulling you back, and then guess what? You start working out of posture. So what I wanted to go over today pretty simply is how you get the feeling of better separation through using the ground. So got my fancy teeter-totter board here, and what most people struggle with is they can make it to the backswing right here, and when they start down, all of their pressure stays back right there. So that's when maybe they feel like they're getting a little separation, but the upper body works with it, they come over the top. So in a perfect world, they're going to go to the top of the swing, and they're going to be able to shift without the upper body rotating too hard. So a couple small things here that we could do. We've got a medicine ball. Medicine balls are awesome because it's heavy weight, and you can't swing it too fast. So you could simply just turn back. So a lot of times we'll start on the lead foot with some pressure versus balance, which is pretty difficult. And then I will rotate back, and right about here is when a tour player is going to have about 90% of their pressure already on their right side. 90%, so their mass has shifted that much. Most golfers that we see might only go 10%, okay? So what I mean by that is if they start at 50-50, they might only get to about 60 total. So not very good. And that's also going to create some other compensations in the swing. So if we can just simply work on this initial takeaway first, guess what? From there, it's pretty easy to shift the other way. What happens is when we make a pretty fast swing up, that it makes it really difficult to get over, and a lot of times we'll want to fall back, and the club's going to work across our body. So that's number one. I would just work on that simple drill first of just feeling like you have a heavy weight. So if you go in the gym, medicine ball, and rotate to there, and you'll feel that shift. Pretty simple. Same thing. And you're just going to feel a lot of pressure here, a lot of tension maybe in your glute. And then from there, you're going to go into what I like as a one-handed swing. So it's going to be your trail side. You're going to grip about halfway down. And I love doing this as a warm-up drill. So you're going to set up your lead side, hand on your chest, and you're going to make some three-quarter backswings, and you're going to slowly rotate, trying to feel that separation, and let the club work through. And what's nice about this drill is it's really going to give you the feedback, because if you end up stopping your upper body, you're going to hit yourself. So you have to make sure you open up in order to get the separation. So again, this is a process. We're not looking at fixing this in one day, but between those stair steps right there, I think you'll have a really good chance at starting to feel something new for one. And again, using the ground to your advantage to create some separation. So hopefully that drill will help you. I'm looking forward to seeing you out at West Coast Golf Academy soon.